Hey guys, welcome back. It's Krystal. So today I'm going to be decluttering some single eyeshadows, and I have all of these in this box that I already know that I'm getting rid of. I've gone through my single eyeshadow collection and already pulled out the ones that I know I don't want. I need to go through more of them because I have a ton of single shadows, and I mean a ton. So these are all the ones I've kind of gone through and know for sure that I want to get rid of. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So I've been asked to swatch all of the things I declutter, and I've done that with several of my past declutter videos, but I do have a lot of eyeshadows here. I will try to swatch most of them, but I'm not gonna probably swatch all of them. So let's see, I have two random ones here. This is from Nuance, Selma Hayek brand. You can get it at CVS. I do really like this, but I think I'm just gonna pass it along. I've used this one quite a bit, actually both. They have like quite a big dip in them. This is just a nice crease color, and that's a nice like lid shade, and you might not be able to tell from the swatches, but it's nice. It is called Dusty Rose and Sheer Champagne. So this is a duo from Palladio. It's their matte shadow. This is called Soiree, and these are kind of pressed hard. Not too crazy about them, so I'm gonna pass this along. Here's another one from Palladio. This one is called At the Opera, and I really like the shades in here because I love mauve tones, and I think they're okay, but they're not my favorite formula. I mean, they are soft, but they're just pressed harder, and I feel like you do have to build them up a little bit. So this I'm going to pass. This is an Essence eyeshadow. It's the 3D eyeshadow, and the shade is Irresistible Chocolates, and it is really pretty, but I just never reach for it. And it's just not my favorite. I feel like they're not as shimmery as I would like. Whoa. Especially this color over here is not as shimmery as I would like, so I'm gonna pass that along. And then I have this Essence eyeshadow here. It is in Tiffany, T-I-F-F-U-N-N-Y. I reviewed these and I really like the other ones. This one is just very chunky. It has glitter in it, and I don't like the texture, so I'm going to pass that one along. This one is by Your Minerals, Sweden, and I got this in a BoxyCharm. It's called Brown Hypnotic. Although it's very pretty, it has more of a black base, which I don't like because once you start to blend it out, that's all you really see is the black base. I mean, right here my hand's a little bit wet from wiping it, so it does look very, very pretty, but if you like over blend, it starts to become like dark. So I'm not crazy about it, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This is by Natural Collection, and it's in Milk Chocolate. It's a really pretty color, nice creased shade. It is nice and soft. It's more natural, and I really like the color of it, but I just never use it, and I probably won't use it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that along. All right, so I have all these Bare Mineral eyeshadows. I don't think I've used any of these. Yeah, they're brand new. So these I'll probably sell. So this is called a Cherry Cocoa Truffle. This is Pearl Satine, and it's smaller in size, as you can see. You can kind of see the color on the side there. This one is in the Nude, and this is Chic Nude. This one is Pamper. This one is Spiced Fig, and this one is Silk Stockings. So all of these I'm going to sell. Another one here, and it's called Nude Beach Matte. I have all these e.l.f. pigments that I'm going to get rid of. I don't ever use them. It's called Earthy, Socialite, Confident, and Mysterious. And I probably won't swatch these just because they're super messy. I have some more e.l.f. ones here. This one is Caffeinated. This one is Golden. And this one is Natural. Natural's really pretty. I don't think I should keep it though because I never use it. Whoa, it's all falling out of the sifter. Yeah, it's really pretty, but I have a lot of shadows like that, so I don't need these. So I'm gonna pass those along as well. Also getting rid of all of these. These are from Ulta. They used to sell these years and years and years ago. They're really old. I used to really like these. They were their like mineral eyeshadows, and they're really nice, and some of them are really gorgeous, but I just never use them and reach for them anymore, so I'm going to pass these along. And I like the packaging because it has the see-through top. It's just like all pretty much see-through except for the silver here. And then some of them have the kind of bronzy packaging. They change their packaging over time, so that's why there's two different shades of like the lid. So this is Atlantis. This is Jade. Purple one's so pretty. It's called Lilac. And let me just swatch this one really quick. I love purples, you know this if you've been following me forever. So yeah, it's really pretty, but I know I have purples like that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. And this is Platinum. This one is Gold. This is Indigo. This is Marine. This is Amethyst. Cinnamon. This one is Quartz. This one is Petal. This one is Cocoa. This one is Wisteria. This one is Chocolate. I'm sorry, this one is Charcoal. This one is Canyon. This one is Onyx. These are like little gifts with purchase like years and years ago. So these are a little bit smaller. So this one's Gleam. This one is Embers. And then this is like a little pink shimmer powder. So this is just like a pink shimmer powder. I think you can use it on the body or wherever you'd like. And I don't think I've opened it. No, I have not opened this one. And then I have some randoms that I put in here. I just put them in little Bare Minerals sifters. I don't even know what they are. I think this might have been a NYX pigment. I don't know what it is because I didn't label it. And then this one, oh, I don't remember. I'm thinking this might have been a MAC pigment because my aunt, I remember she gave me some MAC pigments and I put them in a little sifter, but I don't remember. So I'm going to get rid of it anyways. Randoms, this is from Kiko. This is the loose pigment eyeshadow and the number is 18. I have two of these. I like the other one way better. The formula is better. This one's just very powdery and chunky. I don't like it. It doesn't really adhere well to the skin, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. It's completely full. And then this one I got, I think in a BoxyCharm perhaps, and I don't even know who it's by. It's the name right there. It's a really pretty like rose gold shade. I think it's like a Japanese or Korean, oh Korean, it's a Korean brand pigment. I'm gonna get rid of that. Then I have a Victoria's Secret pigment in Love Dust. Still have it in the packaging and it's pretty full. I've only used it a few times. Really pretty color, but I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, so I have some more shadows here. This is by e.l.f. and it's called Sassy. And then two more Ulta ones here. This is Mocha. And this one is Iris. So I have some bake shadows here. Most of them are from e.l.f. There's a couple here from Femme Couture. These are from Sally's Beauty. So this is in the shade Lotta Latte. And I just had this a really long time. It's not that great. It's kind of sheer. And this one here is called Aruba Blue. They're just kind of like chunky. They're not the best texture of pigments. Like they don't have a lot of base color to them. I remember I used this one I think in a tutorial like 6 years ago and I placed it on top of a sticky base and it looked pretty, but other than that it doesn't have a lot of pigment to it. These are all from e.l.f. This is in the color Moonlight Serenade. And some of these are pretty, but I never use them and I have so many single shadows. So that's Moonlight Serenade. This one is called Toasted, which used to be one of my favorites and I still like it, but I just have so many shadows. I just don't need these and I know I won't use them. Is called, this one is Pixie and it's a really pretty shade too. Pixie. This one is Bronzed Beauty. Just a pretty gold. One is called Bark. It's really pretty. It's probably one of my favorites from the Bake Shadows. And it's super, super gorgeous, but I'm getting rid of it. And then I have these Bake Trios from e.l.f. This one is Brown Bonanza. And this one is Peach Please. And then I have these two from Milani. These are super old. They're just the Bake Shadows, and this is called Teal the Truth. And it's really gorgeous, but I never use it. And I wasn't loving these formula of the Baked Shadows. This one here is called Pink Twice, and it's falling out of the pan. But it's a really unique pink. It's pretty. But this one's even worse. The texture, it's not that great. So I have some more from e.l.f. and another one from Femme Couture. This one is called Creme Brulee. And it's, again, not that great. I would say this one's the best of the three. This is from e.l.f. It's called Enchanted, and I feel like this one's really unique. It's kind of like a golden rose gold. Like it has a little bit of a pink shift to it, which is hard to tell in the swatch, but if you look at it in the pan, you can definitely see kind of the pink shift. This one is called Burnt Plum, and I really like this one, but I'm gonna get rid of it. This one is Chocolate Dream. And this purple one is Passion Purple. It is Lavender Love. And I feel like the pigmentation on that one's not that great. And then this one is Smoky Sea. Well, that was a horrible swatch. Sorry. And then I have these two random shadows. This one's from Jordana, and it's called Good Match. And it's just like a very neutral duo. They're matte. It's okay. I just never use it. I think the brown shade's really nice for a crease color. This is from Hard Candy. It's called Rush Hour. I used to use this a lot. Like they have two big dents, especially the lighter shade. This is really gorgeous, but I don't need it. So I have these little ones here from Sally. These are like duochrome shadows. They're actually cute. And let's see, this one is called Enchanted. It has like a purpley blue shift to it. Oh yeah, you can see that on camera there really well. I just thought the formula wasn't the best. Kind of have to press hard to get any product, but you can definitely see the blue purple shift in it. It's so pretty. So this one is called Bewitched, and it has actually a really good texture to it. It's like a golden green. I actually really like that one, but I'm never going to use these, so I'm just going to pass them along. This is called Charmed. This one is really pretty. I like this color. Now it's making me rethink these. It's almost like a lavender pinky with a gold shift to it. And for some really cheap duochrome shadows, these are super affordable. I think they were like 90 something cents. So here, this one is really pretty. It's called Abracadabra. And see, it's getting hard pan because I've had to rub my finger in there so hard. But it's like a purple with a green shift. It's not the most pigmented of them all, but it is still a little pretty there. But I'm gonna get rid of all those. And then I have these from Wet n Wild. I've never opened them. These are Nutty. I really like that shade, but I have one that's already open. And then I have this one in Creme Brulee, which I used to love. It used to be a holy grail, but I feel like they changed the formula over time. I feel like it was a lot smoother and softer in texture, and I feel like it's a little bit harder now, so I don't love it as much, and I'm just gonna get rid of these. Probably will never get to opening these. Here's a little Sally Girl eyeshadow, and this one is called Espresso. Has like a satiny finish, nothing special or exciting. This is from Pixel. They used to sell this brand at Ulta, and this is called Faithful. This packaging is very interesting. Has a little applicator that's attached to the top, and it's just like a taupey shade. So in this video, I mostly have drugstore eyeshadows that I'm decluttering, except for the Bare Minerals ones. This is a Buxom shadow. This is also not drugstore, obviously, but it's a little sample, and I already have this color in a full size. This is Mink. So this is called Mink Magnet, and it's really, really pretty. The Buxom shadows are awesome. Nobody ever talks about them. But I have this in a full size, so I don't need the little mini. And this is a Rimmel London Glam Eyes, and it's called Crown Jewels. Really pretty colors. I think I did like a tutorial using this a long time ago. It's really pretty, but I just don't use it and I don't need it. So that one's gonna go bye-bye. I have a couple of these Maybelline Eye Studio ones. These are the Color Explosion Luminizing Eyeshadow. This is Amethyst Ablazed and Caffeine Rush. Let me open the packaging so you don't see all the reflection of the lights. So this is like an eyeshadow topper, but the rest of these have like a nice silky texture to them. And they are pretty pigmented, but I don't really like the shape of them. It's hard to get your brush in there. And I just won't use these. Not the best swatches, but you get the idea. And then this one is the Caffeine Rush. And I still have some of the purple on my fingers, so. All right, this is from CoverGirl, and it is the Shadow in Tapestry Taupe. This would be a very popular one, and it is pretty, but I don't need it. It's kind of over, my hand's still kind of moist from the wet wipes, so it looks a little prettier, I think, than it would if it went on a little drier. Yeah, over here is a little bit more wet, and over here is more dry. And then I have some Victoria's Secret shadows, which I actually really like, and it's unfortunate they don't sell their makeup anymore because I think some of their products were really good. These are the Silky Eyeshadows. This one's a velvet finish in Prowl, and it's just like a very soft, very pigmented gray. Like, these are so good, but I don't need them. It is also a velvet. It's called Primal. It's a little bit rougher in texture. I feel like these colors tend to be that way though, like the more red, burgundy, maroon shades. And it's just super pigmented, really soft. All right, this is in a luster finish, and it's called Sterling. Very pigmented. This one's pretty cool. It's a sparkle finish, and it's called Fierce. And it's like a black with lots of shimmer in it. This is another matte or velvet. It was called Pose, and it's just like a very nice cool toned brown. All right, these are from Rimmel. These are the Glam Eyes eyeshadows, and I used these quite a bit back in the day, the mono eyeshadows. It's called Spicy Bronze. You can see I have like a pretty big tip there. They're a little bit powdery, but they were pretty pigmented. The next one's prettier than this one. This one I really liked. It was called Backstage, and it's more of a taupey color. I just thought this one's nicer in texture. I have these from Boots number 7, and I got quite a bit of use out of this one. It's called Truffle, and they're the Stay Perfect Shadow. You can see I have a pretty big dip in this one. It's really pretty, but I'm going to get rid of it. This one is called Emerald. This one, I don't love it. I don't wear a lot of greens and blues, especially this color green. And this one I feel like wasn't as nice. I have a ton of Maybelline shadows. This is one of their newer ones. I don't really like the texture. It's called Gold School. It's just very chunky and flaky, as you can see on my finger. And I'm just gonna get rid of it because it's not good. I feel like the old one is much better. This one was called Golden Halo. And it does have a hard pan on it, but the texture of it's much smoother, and I feel like it's much more metallic, much prettier. The color's a little different though. And I don't think I'm gonna swatch all these. I have so many more shadows to go through, guys, and I don't want this video to be so long. This is Tastefully Taupe. These are all their older ones. They kind of, I think, reformulated the newer ones and came out with some different shades. So Tastefully Taupe I will swatch, but not the rest. This one is Linen. I used to use this as a brow bone color. I wanted to use it up last year in my makeup use up, but I never got around to it. So that one is going by. This is Made for Mocha. This one actually has a really nice texture and it's just a nice matte deep brown. This is called Cinnamon Spice. I'll just swatch them on my finger for you guys. This one's Earthy Taupe. This one's not that great. It just doesn't have a lot of pigmentation to it. This one is Amethyst. Let's see if I can open it. This one's pretty cool, but a little bit chunky in texture. I don't really like the texture of it, but it is a really pretty color. It's like a purple and it has a little bit of a duochrome to it. All right, this one is called Golden Ray. And wasn't that great and impressed with that one, although it looks pretty on the swatch because my hand's a little wet. This one is Turquoise. It's a nice smooth matte. It's actually pretty pigmented, but getting rid of that. I think they still have this shade. This one's called Silken Taupe. Not really impressed with that one. I feel like it lacks in pigmentation. This one is Nutmeg, which was one of my favorites. It has a really smooth texture. I really like the shade of it. It's almost like a reddish brown. It's like a deep brown, but with a hint of red in it. It's gorgeous. That was one of my favorites. This one is called Sparkling Wine. This one's pretty cool, but it is a little bit chunky in texture, so I wasn't a fan of the formula on this one, but you can see it has like those kind of like coppery sparkles in it. Really cool color. This one's Copper Craze, and it was okay, not my favorite, very warm. And this one is Copper Coast. Some of these were limited edition. Just not overall a fan of Maybelline shadows that much. I have another one of these Sally Beauty. These are called the Magic Eyeshadows. I forgot to tell you the name earlier. This one is called Now You See Me, and this one is probably, this one's really cool. It's kind of like MAC's blue brown pigment. Oh, sorry. My hand's still a little bit wet, so it always messes with the swatch, but you see the kind of green brown shift it has. I have these Essence eyeshadows here that I do really like some of them, but I just feel like I need to get rid of a lot of shadows. So this one is called Blue Mission. It's really soft. It's a really pretty blue. I actually don't have anything quite like this, I don't think, in my collection, but I'm going to pass it along. This one is called Freestyle, and these are like $1.99 or something. They're so affordable. This one is Disco Diva. This is Go Gleam. This one is Cappuccino Please. This one's really soft. It just has a very subtle, very, very subtle sheen to it, but it is like pigmented. This black one is Black Goddess. This one's pretty cool. It's kind of like that eyeshadow I showed you from Victoria's Secret. But the Victoria's Secret one had more of a kind of gel to powder texture, whereas this is more of a powder. Right, so this one here is called Knockout. It's really soft. They do some really good mattes. I mean, it's just so extremely soft and blendable. It looks pretty sheer when I blend it out. And I do kind of remember them being a little bit, like if you blend too much, it kind of blends away almost. So you don't want to blend too much with some of those matte ones. This is called It's Up to You. And oh my gosh, I love these corally ones. I almost hate to get rid of them. So pretty. But I'm going to get rid of them. This one is called Shrimp Me Up, like shrimp that you eat. Again, such a pretty color. I almost feel like keeping these for blushes. But I'm gonna get rid of them. This one is from Ulta, and it's the Shadow and Sunrise. It's just like a matte cream off-white color. This is from Milani. It's one of their old ones. It's called the Powder Eyeshadow. French Vanilla. This one is from Milani and it's called Brownstone. This is from Milani. It's called Purple Shock. A little bit powdery. Yeah, this is definitely powdery. This one is called Gold Dust. Yeah, this one feels powdery too. Wow. This one is called Pearl. I did keep one or two of these that I felt like the texture was better. It was more metallic, but these I'm getting rid of. All right, and then I have all of these eyeshadows right here from, do you remember these are the L'Oreal Hip Studio Secrets Professional Shadows? These used to be so popular and they're actually pretty good. So this one is called Charged, and this one's like super pigmented. Like, yes. This one is called Sassy. This taupe shade is gorgeous. This one is, this is Gilded, and the gold is amazing in that one. This one, the little thing broke. But this color right here is amazing. I really like it. It's called Electrified, I think. The duo. Look how intense that is. Look at that. Oh, I love that. This one is Platinum, and this silver is like holy moly. Like holy moly. This is Sculpted. This is Reckless. And then lastly is Flare. And then lastly I have some really old L'Oreal. These are the Infinite Wear, or the Wear Infinite eyeshadows. So I have Plum Royale. This is Pure Silver. This one's Taffeta. This one I used to use a ton. Do you see my little dent there? I really like to use this all over the lid, although it's not as shimmery as I would like these days. This one is Sparkling Rose, and I had a big dip right there. This is Reflecting Pool. This one's really pretty, but not pretty enough to keep. Yeah, it's not as shimmery as I would like these days. I like them to be more intense now. It is in Gilded Bronze. I used to use the heck out of this one. It's really pretty. It's probably one of the more shimmery ones out of the bunch. And then in this packaging, lastly in this packaging is Lush Raven. It's just a black, matte black shadow. This I used to use a ton. It is called Bronze Star. Do you see how much I used that color right there? I probably would have hit pan soon. This one is called Glistening Sea. It's actually a pretty cool color. This one is Pure Silver, so this is was the updated version of the one I showed previously in the old packaging, although they don't have these anymore. So this one I felt it's more like a charcoal than the initial color. This one is Brushed Suede. This one is Deep Mocha. This one is Smooth Latte. This one I actually really like, and Smooth Mocha, I actually like these two. What was it? Deep Mocha. These are just mattes and they're actually really good. Nice crease color. This is a nice outer corner color. It's hard to see on my skin tone, but it actually applies nicely to the eyes. This one is Seashell, which just made a good eyebrow shade. And then lastly is Spring Leaf, which is this gold, or it's not a gold, it's a green. Not that great pigmentation though. And I was going to get rid of these two, but I think I'm going to keep them. It's Victoria's Secret Sparkle Finish in Provocateur. It's just so pretty. Look how shimmery that is. I'm gonna keep it a little longer. If I don't use it, I will get rid of it, but look at that. It's gorgeous. And then this is by L'Oreal, and it's Violet Petal. And it's just, let me see, maybe I'll get rid of this one. Oh, it's just like pretty compared to the rest. I'm just gonna get rid of both of those. I don't need them, I don't need them. All right guys, so I counted up all of the eyeshadows I'm decluttering, and I'm decluttering a total of 148 eyeshadows. Yay to me. So Like I said, I have more single shadows to go through and may declutter some more, but these I knew that I just didn't want anymore. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.